Cool. Let's make sure the meeting settings are open. Morning. My water. All right, everyone's popping and happy Sunday. How are you? Hi, getting set up. All right. Wait another minute here before we get started. Good morning, good morning. All right, closing. Cool. So let's wait a little bit and see if anyone else pops in. So we are Sunday morning Vinyasa, nothing wild or crazy per usual. And then I know there are some possible discussions coming ahead of fall scheduling. And the only reason why I'm not teaching in person is because FitRec is currently not open. So if that changes, we may be transitioning some of our classes back in person. I'm not sure what that means for virtual classes. I'm sure they'll keep those going, especially as the weather starts to change and things are a little still wild and different. But let me know your thoughts. Maybe at the end of class you can chat in, or if you would be up for attending these classes in person versus virtual if I was there, or if you prefer them staying virtual. So just so I can have a better insight of what people's wants and needs are as we try to navigate this new normal. But otherwise, today and the next few weeks will still be me. So we'll get started here. We're actually gonna start today a little different. We'll start in a comfortable seat at the front edge of your mat. So when you are ready, go ahead, take crisscross legs, half lotus or full lotus. So again, finding that comfortable seat here. Easy seat, Sukhasana, one foot in front of the other. If you're taking half lotus, again, listening to your body, you cross one foot on top of the other. If you feel like full lotus, do the double crisscross. Wherever you are, let your hands rest on your legs. Take a moment to sit up nice and tall, do a little check-in, take a little movement in your seat, feel that connection of your sit bones onto the mat. Maybe take a little bit of a circular motion, going clockwise and counterclockwise. Just starting to get into the spine a bit. And then bring yourselves back to center. Lifting up from the crown of the head, let's release some of that tension in our shoulders to get us set. Take a breath in, bring your shoulders up to your ears. And on your exhale, bring those shoulders back and drop them down. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in, shoulders up to your ears. Breath out, bring them back and down. And one more time, deep breath in. Breath out, back and down. Letting those hands rest, palms facing down for grounding or palms up for energy today. And when you're ready, softly close the eyes. So just coming into this space, starting off our Sunday morning, kicking off a new week, and just taking this time to check in. How's the body feeling today? Do you feel fresh? Do you feel new, ready for this new start of the week? Are you feeling a little tired, a little lethargic? And then notice the mind today. Are we content? Are we at peace? Or is that mind wandering, going through the to-do list? Maybe there's something heavy weighing on your heart today. Just allowing your practice to be the opportunity to let some of that tension, let some of that noise, let some of the anger, the frustration, the hurt go, helping us to find that deeper connection to ourselves. We'll begin our practice here with just one round of a deep community breath. So let's begin with that exhale, empty the lungs. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill the lungs to the top. And then long, gentle breath out the mouth, release. Start to come back. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Set that intention for your class, your practice today. And then slowly, with your next inhale, begin to open the eyes. We'll start our practice today by stretching out our necks. But first, whichever foot you have in front, whether you're in easy seat or half lotus, let's switch the crisscross. So you have the opposite foot in front in Sukhasana, or you're gonna bring the opposite foot on top of the other leg in half lotus, just to even out our body. And then stretching out the neck today. So again, making sure we're aware of our spine, sitting up nice and tall. And we're gonna connect breath to movement. So looking forward to begin. On your exhale, bring your chin to your chest. So we're stretching the backside of our neck. Then on your inhale, start to look up at the sky, stretch the front of the neck. So again, exhale, chin to chest. And inhale, look up. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale. And inhale. And last time here, exhale, chin to chest. And inhale, look up. Slowly bring your head back to center. We're gonna take it side to side. On your exhale, right ear, right shoulder. If you like to, your left hand can extend off to the side, and maybe that right hand comes to press on the outside of the left side of your neck. Stay here for another breath. On your next exhale, bring that left hand back. Guide your head back to center. Take a breath here. On your next exhale, left ear, left shoulder. That right hand can extend off to the side. That left arm, left hand you can use on the outside of the right side of your head. Stretch into the neck here, get a bit into the shoulder, another round of breath. On your next inhale, bring your head back to center. Let both hands rest onto the legs. We'll get into our side body here in a seat. With your inhale, reach your hand to the sky. On your exhale, drop your right hand down to the side. Inhale, lift up with that left. Exhale, up and over to your right. Stack your body a little bit. Pull that left shoulder, left hip back. Gaze up if that feels okay. And then inhale, back up, hand to the sky. Exhale, left hand down to the side body. Inhale, lift up with your right. Exhale, up and over to your left. Stack that body. Right shoulder, right hip, gaze up, another breath. Inhale, come back to center, both arms tall. Let's take a gentle twist. Take a breath in. On your exhale, both hands drop to the right side of the body. So left hand onto that right knee, right hand behind you. Gaze over your left shoulder. Take a breath here, keep lifting tall. And on your next inhale, come back to center, both arms tall. Exhale, drop, hand to the outside of the left side of your body. Right hand connected to that left knee, gaze over your right shoulder. Keep with that long spine, another breath. And then inhale, both hands to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, gaze up, open your heart, your chest. Inhale, hands tall. And then slowly release your hands down in front of you. Start to make your way forward to hands and knees, your first tabletop. Going into some of that gentle movement for you, stretching out the legs, getting into your hips, releasing the neck again, taking circles clockwise and counterclockwise, or sway the hips right to left side. And then creating that stillness here at tabletop, knees hip distance apart, tops of the feet are flat behind you. We're spreading those fingers wide. Let's flow through cat-cow. On your next exhale, round the spine, come to cat pose, gaze towards your belly. On your inhale, come through, look up, cow pose. Again, exhale, round the spine to cat. And inhale, come back through to cow. Let's do that 2 more. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow. And last time, exhale, round the spine. And inhale, gaze up. Slowly start to bring yourselves back to center and tabletop. Let's go into puppy dog pose. So keep your hips as they are. Slowly walk your hands forward. Remember, those sit bones go high. Your chest drops down to the mat. Forehead connects here. So if you feel like you have more space, forehead connected already to the mat, option to gaze forward and place that chin on the mat. Drop the chest down, get into the shoulders, the upper back here. Use your breath, use the exhale to release. We'll stay here for another moment. Deep breath in, long breath out. Final round of breath. And then inhale, slowly come back up onto your palms. Tabletop, take some movement, sway it out, circle the neck. Let's twist out the spine, coming to thread the needle. On your inhale, reach your right hand high to the sky. On your exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left, shoulder and cheek on the mat. So either just work into this twist today, gentle, easy, mindful, listening to your body. If you'd like to walk that left hand out in front of you, straighten the left arm. Now, option to work into the balance if that's part of your practice. So extending that left leg long behind you, toes can stay on the floor, or we start to lift that left foot to the sky. Steady gazing spot here. If you're going for it, left hand reaches to the sky, and always that option for the left hand to drop towards your low back. Stay for another breath. On your exhale, lower your knee, lower your palm. On an inhale, unthread, reach that right hand high, and exhale, right palm back to the mat. Let's come to the left side. On an inhale, left hand, reach it tall. Exhale, thread the needle, shoulder and cheek on the mat. Stay here. Option, walk that right hand forward in front of you. Fingers on the mat. Stay here, work into the balance. So sending that right leg behind you, toes stay, or we lift that right foot to the sky. Steady gazing spot here. How are you feeling? Option, reach that right hand to the sky, and then always that variation to drop the right hand towards your low back. We're here for another round of breath. On your next exhale, lower the knee, lower the palm. On an inhale, unthread, left hand to the sky. Exhale, left palm back to the mat. One more shake out. We'll bring it to our first downward facing dog, flowing through cat-cow. Let's bring it back to tabletop. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale, come through cow, look up, lift those sit bones, chest open. And on this next exhale, start to tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky, pedal out those legs, bend one knee and the other. Shake your head, yes and no. You can start to kick a leg to the sky, open up your hips. What movement do you need here? Awareness in your own body. And then after creating that little bit of movement for yourself, let's bring it back to that downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, hips lift high, heels work towards the mat. We'll stay for another breath. And then let's flow through a down dog body wave. So on your next inhale, flow forward to a high plank. On your exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips back towards your heels. And then inhale, hips back to the sky. Let's do that again. Come forward to your high plank. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips back. And then inhale, hips high. Two more. Forward, high plank. Exhale, bend those knees, sink those hips back. Inhale, hips high. Last one, forward. Bend those knees, sink the hips back. And slowly lift those hips high. Find stillness, find strength. Spreading those fingers wide, palms planted on the mat. Sit bones lift, shoulders away from ears. Gazing towards knees or navel. We're here for another breath. And then on your next exhale, let's look up at the hands today. Slowly step, walk your feet forward. Come to your first forward fold at the front of your mat. Take some movement here, pedal out those legs, bending one knee and the other. Gentle sway, rag dog, grabbing opposite elbows. We sway side to side, getting into our low back, getting into the side body. Bring yourselves back to center into this forward fold, gentle twist, bend into that right knee, right hand onto the mat, reach your left hand high. That option to drop, left hand towards your low back. Look up and over your left shoulder. So again, right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Stay for another breath. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, we fold. Let's switch. Bend into your left knee. Left hand onto the mat. Inhale, reach your right hand to the sky. Stay here. Option to drop that right hand towards your low back. Looking up and over that right shoulder. Left knee bent, right leg straight. Another round of breath. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, fold. Let's find that halfway lift. Inhale, palms resting, shins above knees, or more advanced, fingertips barely touching or hovering over the mat, but bring those shoulder blades back. Nice long spine, gaze down at the floor, another round of breath. Exhale, fold forward. On your next inhale, make your way all the way to standing. Arms up and overhead, slight back bend if that feels good to you. Palms touch, hands to heart. Take a breath. All right, we're gonna flow right into some sun salutations. So with your next breath, on your inhale, reach those hands back to the sky. On your exhale, flat back, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back with your right foot. Let's take this easy. Back knees on the mat, top of the foot is flat. Inhale, hands to the sky, low lunge. Take a breath, exhale, get deeper into those hips. Let them sink forward. On your next breath, exhale, release those hands down either side of your front foot. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee off the mat. Step your left foot back, come to a high plank. On your inhale, shift forward to the tips of your toes. On your exhale, come down to the belly. Your next breath, inhale, lift your chest. Cobra or low cobra. Slowly come back down. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, lift your right foot to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot up in between your hands. Let your left knee come down to the mat. Top of that foot's flat. Inhale, hands high. Take a breath. Exhale, get deeper into those hips. Another breath here. Exhale, release the hands down. Tuck your toe. Lift your back knee. Step your left foot forward. Come to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And with your next breath, inhale, come all the way to standing. Arms up and overhead, slight back bend if you choose. Palms touch, hands to heart. Take a breath. We'll flow through that again. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back with your left foot. So we were just here. Keep your back knee off the mat this time. Inhale, reach your hand to the sky. High lunge. Back heel forward. Power up that back leg. Get deeper into your front knee. Another breath. Exhale, release your hands down either side of that front foot. Step it back, high plank. Inhale, forward to the tips of the toes. Exhale, come down to the belly. Inhale, lift your chest, low cobra, full cobra. Maybe upward facing dog's already calling your name. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, start that transition back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Hold here. Exhale, step your left foot up in between your hands. So again, back knee staying off the mat this round. Back heels lifted. Inhale, hands high, high lunge. Power up. Back heel forward. Straighten out that back leg. Deepen your front knee. Take another breath. Exhale, release your hands down either side of your front foot. Step right foot up to meet your left. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky. Slight back bend if that feels good to you. Exhale, palms touch. Hands to heart. Take a breath. We'll flow through that one more time each side. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back with your right foot. Back knees off the mat, reach those hands to the sky, high lunge. Back heel forward. Can you go deeper into that front knee? Take another breath. Exhale, release the hands down, step left foot back, high plank. Inhale, forward to the tips of the toes. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, lift your chest. Cobra, upward facing dog. And on your exhale, downward dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step right foot up in between the hands. Inhale, hands to the sky, high lunge, back heel forward, power up, get deeper, another breath. Exhale, release those hands down either side of your right foot. Step left foot up to meet your right, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky, slight back bend if that feels good. Exhale, palms touch, hands to heart, one more time, one more side. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back with your left foot. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky, high lunge, power it up, where can you go? Exhale, release the hands down. Step right foot back, high plank. Inhale, forward to the tips of the toes. Exhale, down to the belly. Inhale, lift your chest. Cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, make your way to down dog. Take a breath here. Left side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step left foot up in between your hands. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky. Last time here, power it up. Get deeper into that front knee, back heel forward. Exhale, release the hands down. Step that right foot up to meet your left, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way to standing, arms up, overhead, slight back bend if that feels good. Exhale, palms touch, hands to heart. Take a breath here. All right, body's warmed up. Ignore the barking dogs. You're ready. Big toes touch. Space between the heels, you're taking it to chair. Reach those hands to the sky. Bend into the knees, sink the hips low. So remember, as we're in chair pose, things we're aware of. A, we see our toes, we can wiggle them. So making sure our hips are far enough back and the weight's in the heels. If we're feeling this a lot in your low back, lift your chest up a little bit higher. Otherwise, stay as you are, hips low, hips back, chest lifted. Let's go a little bit lower, a little bit deeper. Exhale, crown of the head forward, arms behind you. Remember when you're doing this, your chest and your belly are off the legs. Another breath. Inhale, hands to the sky. Let's go one more time. Exhale low, exhale deep. Hold it. Palms touch, hands to heart. Right elbow, let's bring it to the outside of our left knee. Take a twisted chair. Palms press together, elbows, shoulders stack. You can start to open up those arms. Take another breath. Exhale, palms to touch. Inhale, hands back to heart. Let's switch sides. Exhale, left elbow outside of right knee. Palms press, shoulders stack. Take another breath. Inhale, hands to heart. Reach those hands to the sky. One more breath, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step back with our left foot. Warrior two, heel to arch alignment, wide stance. Cartwheel those arms open. Deepen in our front knee. Gaze over those front fingertips. Remember, we're always working the legs. Right knee pulling back, left leg rotating up to the sky. Hold it here. Going a little bit deeper. Inhale, straighten your front leg, palms touch overhead. Exhale, bring it back down. Again, inhale and exhale. Hold it. Flip your front palm. Reach up and back, reverse the warrior. Left hand resting or wrapping around that low back. How are you doing here? Right knee awareness, bring it back. Left leg still rotating up, even though we're reaching that right hand behind you. Take another breath here. On your exhale, you can go deeper in that front knee. Take another breath. This exhale, reach that left hand further behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side angle, forearm resting, left hand high. Hold it here for a moment. Option to go into other variations. Right hand to the inside of the leg. Left hand towards your low back. Maybe you're working for that full bind, right arm underneath. Left shoulder rotating back. Gaze up over that left shoulder. Another breath here. Woo-wee. Inhale, forearm resting. Reach that left hand high. Side angle, another breath. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Let's take triangle. Reach right hand forward. Let that left hip pull back. Take a breath. And then slowly tilt. Right hand resting on shin above the knee. Left hand's reaching to the sky. Your gaze is wherever is best for you. Gazing down at the floor, straight out in front of you, or up at those left fingertips. Stay for another breath. Inhale, bring it back, warrior two. Flipping that front palm. Reach up and back, reverse the warrior. Inhale to center. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Listen carefully. Step your back foot up to meet the front. We come back to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going back to chair. Big toes touch, space between the heels. Reach those hands high. All right, second time. How are we feeling? Use that core. Navel pressing in, chest lifted. We're getting lower. Exhale, crown of the head forward, arms reach behind you. Stay for a breath. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky. We go again. Exhale, get lower, get deeper. Hold it. Palms touch, hands to heart. Right elbow outside of left knee. Press palms, shoulders stack. Option to open up those hands. Awareness of that right hip. Pull it back. Another breath. Palms touch. Hands back to heart center. Hold it. Exhale, left elbow outside of right knee. Press them together. Twist it out. Left hip pulling back. Open up those arms. Stay for another breath. Exhale, palms to touch. Hands back to heart center. My dog's coming. Reach those hands to the sky. One more breath here. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hand, step back with your right foot. Warrior two. Cartwheel those arms open, shoulder height. Deep under that front knee. Gaze over your front fingertips. How are we feeling here? Left knee rotating back. Right leg's rotating to the sky. A little breather going deeper. Inhale, straighten that front leg, palms touch. Exhale, bring it back down. Whew. Again, inhale. And exhale. Hold it. Flipping that front palm. Reach up and back. Reverse that warrior. So how are we doing here? Maybe that right arm's wrapping around the low back. Left knee's pressing open. Right leg's rotating to the sky. Take another breath. On this exhale, can you go a little bit deeper? Inhale, back up, warrior two. Let's take your side angle, forearm resting, right hand high. Open up the knee. Take a breath. Option to go deeper. Left hand drops to the inside of the foot. Right hand drops to your low back. If you're going for the bind, go for it here. Fingers interlace. Right shoulder working back. We gaze up at the sky. Another breath. Inhale, come back. Left forearm resting, right hand high. Hold it. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten that front leg, we come to triangle. Left hand reaching forward, right hip pulling back, and then we tilt. Lift high with that right hand, stack. Right side body on top of left. And where do you gaze? Another moment, another breath. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. One more time, flip that front palm, reach up and back, reverse the warrior. Inhale to center. Exhale, cartwheel those hands down. Step your front foot back, this time in a high plank. Shift forward to the tips of the toes. Exhale, come down to the belly. Inhale, lift your chest, low cobra, full cobra, upward facing dog. And on your exhale, bring it back to down dog, shake it out. Stay for another breath. On your next exhale, gaze up at your hands. Step, walk, jump your feet forward. We're going to take a seat. Today for core, we're working in boat pose. So options, feet stay on the floor, or, well, actually options. We tuck our arms underneath our legs, helping to lift the chest up, giving us a little bit more control here. Then we start to find that shift of weight into our sit bone. So feet hovering off the mat. We then work those feet up more in line with our knees. Now we're gonna just grab the backside of our legs, not hugging them in. Let's stay here. Arms come off to the side if you're feeling pretty good. We're gonna hold it. Keep that chest lifted. If you're feeling really fancy, V out those legs. Let's stay for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the backside of the legs. Take a breather if you need to. Otherwise, we're gonna do 4 times high to low boat. So again, you can keep those hands on the backside of the legs. Otherwise, we challenge ourselves, arms off to the side. Take a breath here. On your exhale, come down, hover over the mat. Inhale, come back up. That's 1, 3 more. Exhale. And inhale, 2. Exhale. And inhale, 3. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Release those feet down. Hands next side your hips. Sway out those legs right to left side. Perfection. When you're ready, slowly start to make your way back to downward facing dog, or take child's pose if you'd like, but take some movement, shake it out. We'll stay for 2 more rounds of breath. Deep inhale, long exhale, another moment, connect, calm the mind, calm the body. And on your next exhale, looking up at those hands again, slowly step, walk, jump your feet forward, come back to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way to standing, arms up and overhead, slight back bend. If that feels okay, palms touch. Hands to heart. Take a breath here. Take a moment, close the eyes. Find that intention for your practice. One more time through this part of our sequence, take a breath. And on your next inhale, open the eyes. Big toes touch, space between the heels. Reach those hands to the sky. Take a breath out. Chair pose, chest lifted, weight in the heels. Toes can wiggle. Stay for a moment. Exhale, get lower, get deeper. Arms reach behind you, chest, belly lifted. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky. We go again. Exhale, get low, get deep. We hold it here. Palms touch, hands to heart. Right elbow outside of left knee. Create that connection. Create that deep twist. Option to open up the arms. Work that right hip back. Option to have those arms open or palms together, playing with balance, weight in that left foot. You lift that right foot off the mat here. Find that steady gazing spot, another breath. Exhale, right foot down. Inhale, hands back to heart. We're switching sides. Exhale, left elbow outside of right knee. Create that twist. Stay here, left hip back. Option to open up the arms. Another round of breath. Arms open or palms together, finding that balance, weight into the right foot. Lift the left foot off the mat. Stay here, another round of breath. Exhale, left foot down. Inhale, hands back to heart. Reach those hands out in front of you, palms facing down. We're gonna work on balance. When you're ready, bring the weight into the toes, lift the heels off the mat. Can you get those sit bones a little bit lower? Keeping those heels lifted, we're gonna come to standing. Take a breath in, start lifting up, straighten out those legs. We come all the way to the balls of our feet, heels off the mat. Steady gazing spot, take a breath. We're going one more time. We're going low. Exhale, bend into the knees, sink those hips back. Go slow, keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're low, you're staying here. Heels lifted for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, final time. Lift up, keep those heels lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're at the tips of the toes. Take a breath. We go back down. Last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels lifted. We balance. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the heels and fold. Shake out those legs. Working hard. Working good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant those hands. Step back with your left foot. Warrior 2. Heel to arch. Cartwheel those arms up. Deepen in that front knee. Just one time here. Inhale, straighten that front leg, palms touch. Exhale, come back down. Whew. Hold it. Flip that front palm. Reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Take another breath. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side angle, forearm resting, left hand to the sky. Stay here, take a breath. Let's extend it. Left arm forward, biceps by the ear. When you're ready, extend that right arm out. Hold it. Hover, work that left shoulder back. Stay for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift your chest. Hover over that front leg. Take a breath here. Find your gazing spot. Palms can touch. Hands can come to heart. When you're ready, we're kicking off. We're coming to warrior 3. So find what works for you. I'm going to shift to face you. Hands heart, arms off to the sides, arms straight out in front of you. You are here for another breath. Slowly start to make your way to standing. Let's come to tree pose first. Left foot to your ankle. Toes can stay on the mat for balance. Otherwise, toes off to your calf or go above your knee. Pressing your foot into your leg back into your foot. Steady eyes, steady gaze. Stay for another breath. We're gonna take eagle today. So keeping your hands at heart center first. Let's go ahead and slowly cross that left leg over our right. Bend into your standing leg. Those left toes can rest on the mat on the outside of your right foot, like that kickstand. Your toes can be lifted, or we're going to wrap that left foot around your right calf. Deep bend in that right knee, squeeze your legs together. Hands at heart center. If you want to take eagle arms, arms off to the side. Let's go right arm in front, left arm on top. Point the fingers up. If you can't get your palms to touch. Elbows up, forearms forward. Hold it here. If you can, with me, 2 times, exhale, elbows to knee, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen the body back out. We're gonna do that one more time. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, back up. Stay for another breath. Slowly unravel the arms, hands to heart. Slowly unravel the legs, left knee in front of you. Stay here, right leg is straight. Reach the arms to the sky, last bit of work, straighten out that left leg, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Release and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Burn so good. One more time. Big toes touch, space between the heels. Sink those hips low. Reach those hands high, chair pose. Exhale, crown of the head forward, arms behind you. Inhale, hands to the sky one more time. Exhale, get low, get deep. Palms touch, hands to heart. Let's take that twist. Right elbow outside of our left knee. Stack the shoulders. Arms can open. Palms can stay touching. Weight in that left foot. Can you lift that right foot off the mat? Balancing one-legged twisted chair. Another breath. Exhale, release that foot down. Inhale, hands back to heart center. Switch sides. Exhale, left elbow outside of right knee. Palms touch, left hip back. Open up those arms. Another breath. Palms can touch. We're playing with balance. Weight in the right foot. Lift that left foot off the mat. One-legged twisted chair. Another breath. Exhale, foot to the mat. Inhale, hands back to heart center. Reach those arms in front of you, palms facing down. Working one more time. Last time in balance. Bring the weight into the toes. Heels lift off the mat. Can we lower those hips a little bit more towards the ground? Heels stay lifted. We're coming standing. Start straightening out those legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. Tips of the toes. Take a breath. We're coming back down. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels still lifted. We go one more time. Take a breath. We go up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath here. Last time. Back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels lifted. Stay here. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant those hands. Step back with your right foot. Warrior 2. Heel to arch. Arm shoulder height. Take a breath. We go one time. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Palms touch. Exhale, bring it back down. Whew. Keep those legs. Flip that front palm. Reach up and back. Reverse the warrior. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side angle. Find that connection. Open up the knee. Rotate that right leg to the sky. Another breath. Go into your variation backhand. Drop to your low back. Left hand to the inside of the foot. Or create your bind. Another breath here. Slowly come back. Left forearm resting. Right hand to the sky. We extend it. Right arm forward. Biceps by the ear. Let's take that left arm out with. Hover here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift your chest. Hover over that front left leg. Hold it here. Palms touch. Hands to heart. We're going for warrior 3. When you're ready, kick off that back leg. Find that standing balance. We're here for a breath. And then slowly make your way to tree pose. So right foot to your ankle, toes sitting on the floor for balance. To your calf or above your knee. Foot to leg, leg back to foot, hands to heart. Hold it here. Again, we're coming back to eagle. So starting with those legs, when you're ready, cross right leg over left. Bend into your left knee. Right toes can rest on the outside of your left foot, or foot's lifted, or we're wrapping right foot around left calf. All right, we're good. Take a breath. Eyes steady on a gazing spot. Eagle arms, arms off to the side. Left arm in front. Cross that right arm over top. Take your twist. Elbows up. Forearms forward. Stay here. Stay with me. Eyes steady. If you fall, come back. Option here. Crunch it in with me 2 times. Exhale, elbow to knees. Inhale, lift up. One more. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Final breath. On your next inhale, unravel those arms. Reach the hands to the sky. Right knee, get it hip height. Straighten that right leg. Keep it lifted. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Woo. Fold forward. Working hard. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Plant those hands. Take your time. Step it back. High plank flow through your vinyasa. Shift forward to the tips of the toes. Slowly come down to the belly. Inhale, lift your chest. Low cobra. Full cobra. Upward facing dog. And then slowly transition to down dog for a moment. I just want to shake out the legs before we go into our last round of core. So when you're ready, let's reach that right leg to the sky. Stack your hips for a moment here. Right hip on top of your left, heel in towards your glutes. Stay for another round of breath. Inhale, straighten that right leg and then slowly release it down. Give it a little pedal of the knees. Create stillness. Let's go to that left side. Inhale, left leg high. Start to stack the hips, heel in towards glutes. Another round of breath. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, release that left foot down. Again, pedal out those knees. create stillness. On your next breath, your next exhale, gaze up at those hands, slowly step, walk, jump those feet forward, and take a seat. Last round here, we're working into boat. Whew, we've got this. So take a breath, hands on the back side of the legs. Start to find your balance onto the sit bones. Chest is lifted. Start to bring those feet up in line with your knees, staying here. Option to bring your arms off to the side. We're gonna hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay with me, hands on the back side of the legs if you need. 4 more times, high to low boat. Let's do this. Exhale, come down, low boat, hover. Inhale, come back up. 3 more. Exhale, and inhale. 2, exhale, and inhale. 1 more. Exhale, hold it, hover off the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release everything to the mat. Whoo-wee. Good work. So instead of hugging your knees into the chest, because I'm sure that's what you want to do, place the soles of the feet on the mat and just take a gentle rock or sway, knees right to left side here. We're going to slowly release that low back. Take a moment, find your breath again, towel off if you need, get water. And then after that windshield wiping action of the legs, right to left side, let's bring those knees back to center. Working through a slow flow of bridge pose, heels in towards the glutes. Fingertips brush the backside of the heels. We're gonna move our arms with our breath, with our hips. On your inhale, lift those hips to the sky. Bring the arms up and overhead. Let's hold this for a breath, hips lifted. And on your next exhale, lower those hips, lower the palms back to the mat. Let's do that 3 more. Inhale, hips to the sky, arms up and overhead. Stay for another breath. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the palms. 2 more. Deep breath in. And long exhale. And last time, deep inhale. And long exhale, hips to the mat, palms plant. Take that sway of the knees. Again, right to left. 1 more time here, we'll work into bridge pose, working on strengthening and also stretching out the abdomen here. When you're ready, readjust those heels if they moved, bring them back, close them towards the glutes, fingertips brush. Let's start with those palms. You're gonna stay planted next side of your hips. When you're ready, inhale, lift those hips to the sky. So stay here, palms stay planted, or we take full bridge, tucking one shoulder and the other underneath that upper back. Draw those knuckles towards your heels. If wheel is part of your practice, you're gonna flip those fingertips to face your shoulders. And then we slowly come up with your breath, come to the top of the head. And then when you're ready, press into the palms, come into your full wheel. Again, this is an option, but it's part of your practice. Otherwise, bridge pose is just as good. We're here for another breath. And on your next exhale, slowly lower those hips, palms release. And this time, bring those knees into your chest. Rock it out. Take that sway. Take the circle with the knees, clockwise and counterclockwise. Go up and down the length of the spine. Give your body that little bit of a massage here. Ooh. And then finally create some stillness. Let's take happy baby, arms in between those legs, grabbing for the outside of the calves, ankles or feet here just for a moment. Again, rock or sway side to side. Circle with those feet clockwise and counterclockwise. And then bring the knees back into the chest. And let the soles of the feet come back down to the mat. We'll take supine pigeon pose here. So cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. I'm gonna press that right knee away from you. Arms are gonna come off to the side in that T-like position here. Actually, I lied. I jumped ahead. We're not going to the twist quite yet. So pigeon, pressing that right knee away from you. Stay here, or right hand in between that triangle you've made. Left arm comes around and interlaces with those right fingertips in the back side of your left leg. So staying here for a moment, hugging that left knee in. You press that right knee away with your right elbow. Always that other variation is to stretch your left leg, reaching your left foot to the sky. Stay for another breath. On your next exhale, hug that left knee back into your chest. Release that left leg down. Right ankle on top of your left knee still. Now we go into our twist. Arms T-like position. Slowly let those legs drop over to the right side. We'll walk maybe that left foot more towards the left side of your mat. Give your hips a little bit deeper release. And then let your legs fall. You can look over that left shoulder. So you're feeling this on the left side body, even though you just felt it on the right when we were hugging the knee in and pigeon. The pigeon twist hits the opposite side. So stay here for a moment. Again, option to press the right ankle a little bit more onto that left knee, deepening into that release. Hitting the IT band, the glute, the low back. Feels so good. Another round of breath. And on your next inhale, let's really bring those knees back to center. Uncross the ankle from the knee. You can give a little sway side to side again, or a little shake out, and then we'll go to the other side. Left ankle on top of right knee. We're pressing that left knee away from us. Stay here for a moment. Option for that left hand to go in between that triangle, right arm around. We interlace your fingers on the backside of our right leg. So pressing that left knee away from you with your left elbow. Option to reach that right foot to the sky. Again, notice how it feels in your body. What is your focus? So if you want to get more into the hip, the glute, I think keeping that right knee bent is probably more ideal than straightening that right leg out. We're here for another moment. Nice release. And then on your next exhale, right foot down to the mat. Arms out to the side to your leg. Left ankle still on right knee. Drop those legs now over to your left. Walk that right foot more towards the right side of your mat. And then gaze over your right shoulder. Eyes can close here. Let the breath, let the exhale guide you to the release. Final few moments. Another round of breath. And on your next inhale, let's slowly bring those knees back to center. Oh yeah. Uncross the ankle from the knee. Take that gentle sway one more time. Windshield wipe the legs right to left side. And then bring your knees back to center. Let's get into the hips just one more time. So hug your right knee in towards your chest. Straighten that left leg nice and long out in front of you. So really focusing, that left leg is glued to the mat. Our feet are flexed. So both feet are active here. You have the option, keep that knee bent or straighten out that right leg. Interlace your fingers on the back side of that right leg here. Maybe you can grab big toe if that's part of your practice. You have a towel or a yoga strap, you can always connect that onto the right foot. Over here for just another moment. On your next exhale, let's hug your right knee back in towards your chest. And we're gonna bring our right knee to the outside of our body towards our shoulder. Left hand on your left hip for mindfulness. You wanna keep that side body down. Stay for another breath. And then go ahead, right knee back to center. Give it one more squeeze in. And slowly release that right leg onto the mat. We switch sides, left knee in towards our chest. So stay here for a moment. Again, feet are flexed. Another round of breath. If you'd like to, reach that left foot to the sky. Interlace your fingers on the back side of our left leg. We just want to make sure our shoulder blades are staying on the mat. So if you're noticing you're crunching your body in to create a connection, maybe you're trying to grab for the big toe or the calf, just bring it down a notch. So letting go of ego here, being content with where you are today. Every day is different, and that's okay. It's the beauty of being human. Another round of breath.
Let's go ahead, hug that left knee back into our chest, and then we'll open up the hip. Left knee, left shoulder, right hand on right hip for mindfulness, keeping it planted. Keep those feet active, flex the feet. Another moment. And then slowly with your next breath, left knee back to center. And then go ahead, release your leg onto the mat. We'll come into Supta Baddha Konasana to kind of end our practice before our final Shavasana. So soles of the feet together, knees off to the side. So we did a lot of low back work here today in chair pose, taking pigeon or standing, or sorry, eagle pose today. So that low back has been working. That again, psoas release here in our reclined cobbler, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees off to the side. The beauty of doing this practice at home is you have pillows, I would assume, that you could slide underneath the legs. So more pillows if you need them, but you stack 2 or 3 so your knees are a little bit more lifted from the floor, totally okay. You're just meeting your body where it is. So if you notice your knees are just naturally way up high, I would definitely suggest pillows or books or blocks to kind of support. And then after staying here for a few moments, even a full minute, you can start to remove maybe just a layer. So those knees start to naturally fall down versus kind of being forced to drop. This will probably eliminate that need to take the counter pose if you find that you always have to at some point doing this posture. And again, that counter pose is that TP-like position and bring your knees together and your feet as wide as the mat. That's when your low back really starts to talk to you and is not happy with you. But if you're going slow into this, you're not just dropping the knees, it might help. Arms are always up to you, so you can just let those arms rest next side of the body. You're feeling like your mind's wandering all over the place. You can't quite settle here. Let your hands rest on your belly and just feel your breath. That's all you need to focus on, that rise and fall. You find you have that extra tension in your upper body today. Maybe you take ragdoll arms, grabbing opposite elbows overhead. And just let your body sink into your mat. Each exhale, releasing a little bit more. Almost envisioning like quicksand, just sinking down deep. Becoming one with the earth, the ground, your mat underneath you. Guide your breath to where that tension is. Guide your breath to the noise in the mind. Bring awareness. Be here. Be present. Staying here for just the final few rounds of deep breath. Again, if you have those pillows, maybe you start to release, taking a pillow out from underneath the legs, letting the legs go a little bit deeper. Last moment. And with your next breath, slowly begin to guide those knees back up to meet. It might be a little achy. Soles of the feet become hip distance and take that sway, knees side to side. If you like to hug your knees into the chest one more time or take any final movement here, feel free. But when you're ready, go ahead, lengthen those legs out nice, long in front of you. Arms off to the side, next side of the body, palms facing up. Making our way to our final Shavasana. Finding that deep connection to our mat. Noticing any remaining tension in the body. And bringing your attention to the beginning of our practice. Do we feel lighter? Do we feel calmer? Are we able to take these last few moments of our practice, of our class, to come back to us, find that joy in our day, in our life, find those moments that bring us happiness and joy. Find the gratitude of something in each and every single day. As we take this next round of community breath here to help us deepen into our final Shavasana, I'd like for you to find one thing to be grateful for in this moment. As we breathe in, I want you to fill the body, fill the mind, fill the heart, feel your soul with that gratitude. And on your exhale, release anything that just feels heavy on you today, that's not serving you any longer, that you just feel the need to let go of. So let's begin by taking an exhale, empty your lungs, find that point of gratitude, and with your next breath in through the nose, fill the body, fill the mind, the heart, the soul with that gratitude. And then long, gentle sigh out the mouth, releasing any negativity, anything holding on to us that you no longer need. Making our way to our final Shavasana, our final resting pose. Slowly begin to bring awareness back to your breath. Create gentle movement by wiggling fingers and toes. And when you feel ready, you can reach those arms nice and long up and overhead. Starting to stretch that full body out, reaching through the fingers, through the toes. And with your next breath, just come onto your right or your left side body, resting your head onto your arm like a pillow. And on your inhale, come back to your comfortable seat the way that we started. We began our practice. So you find your comfortable seat, allow your hands to rest, palms facing down for grounding or palms up for energy. And regardless if you feel the need for a deeper rooted connection here, allow your thumb and your pointer fingers to touch, connecting with the root chakra. Lifting up through the crown of the head, softly close the eyes. Taking this final moment of our practice to find that gratitude for the day, for this moment, for each breath. As we continue into this new week, allowing that point of gratitude to guide us, to help us come back to this deeper connection to our true self, finding the calm, the peace, and positive energy. We end our practice with our final round of community breath. We begin with an exhale, empty your lungs. Take that deep inhale through your nose, fill the breath, hold the breath at the top, and then create that long, gentle sigh out the mouth, release, let it go. Feeling calmer, feeling softer, and more at peace. We bring our palms to meet at heart center, ending our practice. The light in me truly honors, respects, and appreciates the light in you. Namaste. All right, friends. Happy Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day. As I mentioned, chime in if you have a moment real quick, either write in the chat or you can just
speak out loud. But let me know if you'd be up for doing classes back in person. I don't know who is or who isn't going to FitRec right now. But as we start to play around with a new normal of how things reopen. But hopefully I'll be able to go back in person as long as FitRec opens.
Thanks, Erin. This is Donna. You know what? Because I teach at Moraine, as you know, we're not teaching there, so I love the virtual. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I would be like really sad to see if they eliminate that, because it's.
I don't think they will. I know they were playing around too with like maybe we even record the class as we're teaching it, so that way you would still have access to it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that, I mean, that's just my opinion. I love them, as you know. I don't miss them.
Oh, good. Yeah, I
thanks.
appreciate that.
Thank
no
you.
Problem. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye.
I like the virtual with it being taught.
Okay.
I don't want to go back to the gym. I do outside, but I'm not going inside.
You're not going to go in. Okay. No, good to know. I think, and I feel like most people are going to be on that same mindset too right now. So we'll see what happens. But I think regardless, I'll still do virtual classes too.
Oh, good. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Have a good rest of the weekend.